I've always approached the art of singing, especially jazz singing, as being another instrument inside of the ensemble. Eventually, if you do the thing right, good jazz singing is just learning to become a good musician. At 25, I was wild and crazy. I was doing one-woman performance art shows of my original compositions in galleries, and I was a free spirit. I knew nothing about jazz. I knew nothing at all about jazz. At that point in my life, I was more of a cabaret singer, and I'd been writing songs on the guitar, but I knew how to sing, and I just did what I could on my own, but mainly I just put myself to work, and I worked 7 days a week, 2 to 3 shows a day, for almost 2 years as the KGB, the Kellye Gray Band. We were your party comrades, and we would do everything from Prince and Madonna covers to Charlie Parker, Miles Davis, and Ella Fitzgerald. A guy that had heard me in Austin, he signed me to his label. He said, "What do you want to record?" I said, "Well, we should record all these things that I've been working on all these years with all these guys. We're like family." And so we found a great studio, and we put together a project, and we recorded it in 3 days. This fledgling record from this tiny, brand new label based in Houston, Texas, it skyrocketed into the top 20 of the jazz charts. Standards in Gray allowed me to take ownership of my branded identity, and that nobody really sings the way that I do, and no one really approaches the music the way that I do. That allowed me the legitimization of myself as a jazz singer, and then I just kept on that train going forward for the last 25 years. The sea, the sky, and you and I. That was the me then, and this is the me now. 23 years later, I put together this live concert for 30 VIPs, 30 people inside of a recording booth. And I put my 6 pieces in there, and we hit go, and we recorded songs from the original album, some of my original compositions, and then also some songs that I've just really been enjoying singing at that time and as of late. That created what I call rendering. I got a right to weep and moan. Just shows where I was in 1990 with Standards in Gray and where I'm at now in 2017 with rendering as a jazz artist. And hopefully that's what this package will show not only the fans but people who've never even heard me before. I live a very lucky life. I get to sing for a living. Wow. And I get to sing jazz for a living. What? So those things are just crazy. At this point in my life, to put out something that makes this mirrored reflection through time of where I was and where I am is rooted in the history of jazz and jazz singing. That's what I hope people get from it, is that they hear all the depth of all those years of history. I got a right to sing the blues, yeah. I got a right to weep and moan. I got a right to sit and cry way down